Oh gosh, dude. Okay. Oh god, that was heavy. Nope. Oh. Hey guys, welcome to or back to the channel. On today's episode, we're going to be installing our BC Racing coilovers. We're at least going to be installing them on the rears. On the fronts, those will have to wait. The car's not quite ready for the fronts to be completely mounted and welded on. We might go ahead and weld them onto the assembly. Not a big deal, and like test fit it because it'll look cool, but they won't be permanently on the car. The rears should be at the very least tacked, and should probably be welded all the way around. And we'll be able to hopefully put the car back on the ground, which means we're going to put our new lower control arms on as well. So excited about that. So we're going to go ahead and hop into opening up the BCs, getting ready for everything that we're going to do this episode. So, yeah. Hell yeah. Alright guys, so as y'all can see on the rear ones, we've got those fully welded up. However, on the fronts, oh, that is not, there we go. On the fronts we have these little notches here, and there are no notches on this BC, so we're just going to come in with a little angle grinder, cut this out, try to make it as flush as possible, clean it all up, get it welded just like the other ones. So hop on and doing that.
Side by side.
Alright guys, so the BCs are fully welded up, painted, and on their assemblies. I'm really stoked with the way they turned out. They welded extremely easy, but I guess that's what happens when you weld on a table rather than like upside down on a car with crappy weld-through primer, and it just burns the mess out of you. Anyway, so the next step is to put these on the car. These are the rears, fronts, rears. Okay, the front's got a little bit more to do before we put those on. But the rears we're going to go ahead and put on with our lower control arms and something else that's coming in the mail here in a couple of days. And I'm going to do that all at the same time, and hopefully our diff is here. If not, not a big deal, but we can throw that in as well. And we're going to start assembling this car, which I'm super excited about. For me, it's going to be a couple of days. For y'all, it's going to be like half a second. Alright, it is a brand new day, and we've got brand new parts that just came in so that we can put everything in the back of the car. The diff is not here yet, so I don't know if it's going to be in this episode, but it literally just bolts right up to our new piece, which is from T3 or Techno Toy Tuning, but T3 is so much easier to say. It is the power cradle for the S30 chassis that they have. So I got the steel version because it was less expensive, to be completely honest. It was less expensive. So it came with the cradle itself, a couple adapters, and what was most crucial is I knew I was going to get this part anyway. So I went ahead and ordered it because it had the pieces to hold up our new rear control arms here, and those are from Apex Engineering. So those will hold up in the back of the car. That way we can actually put our BCs in, and we can put our spindle in, and everything will be on the hub assembly complete. So just depending on what we're doing later on, that's already done. Fronts, like I said earlier, we've got some more to do before we put those on, but by the end of the episode, the back end of the car is going to look, well, pretty close to done. So, whew, let's do it. Alright, so what I'm doing right now is on our Apex Engineering lower control arms, I've got them bolted up in the car, which is amazing because it's like one of the only new things in this car. Well, besides a bunch of sheet metal work and all that crap. So we got to take this nylon nut they have here and put it all the way down. That way it doesn't back out at any point in time. When we put our other pieces of this on, which include this and this other rod end. One rod end goes here, the other rod end comes here with the extension, and then the spindle goes in between them. Honestly, I haven't obviously driven the car with these yet, but all of the hardware and the actual lower control arm itself is extremely well built. Very high quality, and they're a little expensive, but after purchasing them, they're worth the money. So I would highly suggest them. Alright guys, it is finally time to put the BCs in the car. So, oh god, I've been waiting for this for so long. Alright, I'm not going to delay anymore, I'm just going to put them in. The BCs and the lower control arms are in, and they are so awesome. I'm so excited for how they turned out. As y'all can see, the BCs are up here. Those are tightened down, but everything else, like adjustment wise, is just hand tight. The BCs are tight, but everything on the lower control arm are all just hand tight, so that we can go through and do that later. It's not really important for right now. So I haven't gotten to the other side. It's actually getting really late. So I'll probably just do that off camera, as well as a couple other things. That way we can get on to the next thing, the next part of the build, which is super exciting, and that's the fronts over there. Still have a bunch of junk under here, but the fronts up there. I'm honestly speechless on how this turned out. It looks so good. It fit up so well. We've got a diff on the way, so I didn't get to fully put in the entire power cradle. I'll probably do that in a later episode with the differential. We've also got to figure out what I'm going to do about a mustache bar, but that's all later down the line and something I'm not going to worry about right now, honestly. Alright, that's going to do it for the episode. Thank you all so much for watching until the end. We got a bunch of stuff done on the car. Rear end looks good. All of that's going to be in before we know it. The new things are coming to the car super fast. Everything is like on its way here, or when it gets here we have to take a couple measurements and then, you know, have something made or whatever. If y'all didn't see last video, I pointed out that we had the BCs that we did this video, and we had the CD09 that's sitting over there across the shop right now. So we went and picked that up about a week or two ago, and so that's something to look forward to as well. We've got a lot of different things going on for that. As of now, I don't know what's going to happen next week, but we'll figure it out. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, share, all that stuff, and I will catch y'all next time.